I apologize for being late. I was just upstairs with Reverend Jesse Jackson. He was here today, still is here. Kevin, George, Ryan, and myself were just visiting with him. Always a pleasure to see him. Certainly thanked him for all he's done for civil rights, but also for humanity over the course of his lifetime. So really good, and it's always fun. He was here last year as well. Good practice today. You know, we had a lot of situations you guys saw. A little bit less reps, with the ones today because we're playing the ones in the Buffalo game. So we're excited about that. Guys are juiced about it. In terms, we have a really good plan and a good process for that. And we have a range of plays that we feel that are going to be good for those particular groups. I'm not going to get into talking about numbers, but we want to see a good flow and a good rhythm to it. But the starters that are available to us will play on Saturday. And really, we just got to really focus on now that preparation you have before the game. So that's what we're mocking this for, getting ourselves ready to play a game in the preseason. So the 48-hour preparation that we need to do, get our bodies right, get our minds right, do the walkthroughs. We'll have a good walkthrough tomorrow, and we'll have some walkthroughs this evening to get ready for that and plan. We'll do a walkthrough when we get to Buffalo once we get there, and then that'll be it because it's an early game. But we're excited about the opportunity to show our execution, and really for the individual battles that we have across the team, those guys are going to be battling in there as well once the ones get out of there. So with that, open up to questions.
That includes, just to clarify, that's Caleb and select starters? Or?
Yeah, Caleb, and then the starters that are available to us. Yeah, in terms of not injured right now.
Do you expect that to be multiple series?
Yeah, there's a range of plays. Range of plays. Unless they have a monster drive of 65 plays, then maybe I'll pull them out. But
what do you hope to see from Caleb in the number one offense Saturday?
just more what we see now, where he is in terms of the progress. And this is his first time in live action. He's been getting a lot of good reps with our one defense, so I think it'll feel similar to him. But I really feel that when it's live there in the pocket, to be able to maneuver in the pocket, ride the pocket, escape either on the outside, B gaps, all those things, and be able to deliver the ball, keep your eyes downfield. And really just the operation of it, getting in and out of the huddle. No pre-snap penalties, just clean operation.
We haven't seen Kyler Gordon in probably about 2 weeks. Can you kind of update us on?
Yeah, it's a work in progress. We're getting close. We feel good where he is. And again, this is something that in training that he did, and then it just kind of came in with it. So we're just kind of making sure that it's right. And there's a delicate balance here because we have to make sure it's right, but also he's working hard, diligently to get back because we know we have to have that conditioning level, the playing with the other players in terms of the continuity for that unit to be able to thrive the way we want it to. So we have to get him back as soon as possible. He understands that. He's working to get there.
With Caleb, what's your perspective on Caleb's growth in terms of you urgently need him to be ready for the start of the season, especially with the roster that you have. But also these are, in theory, very small, very early steps in what you expect to be a long career.
Yeah, that's a good point, and I would say that he's right where he needs to be right now. He's having some good days, some good periods, and then some other ones that he's learning from adversity, and a setback. And I told him to just lean into that. So when you have a setback or have adversity, don't shy away from it. Lean into it, and then learn from it, and then get better from it. Because a lot of people want to hide and shrink away from adversity. That's not what we do. We lean into it and get better from it, invest our time, grow and improve, and that's what he's been doing. And he's got some moments out there today that he's going to need to do that in today's practice, and I'm sure he's going to have some in the game. So it's, again, the exposure and experience that we can give him, throughout the course of this camp, the reps in preseason, the reps with the joint practice next week. All those are very valuable.
Matt Bayless has been a running back for 3 days now. Is that enough to get him a couple of carries in a preseason game? Or?
Yeah, definitely. I think that he's done well back there. He's certainly got speed. We know that. He's very durable. He's got some good lean mass to him, so he can knock it forward pretty good. So he's got some good acceleration. He's going to be a threat out of the backfield in terms of the passing game. So I'm excited for him. And again, we're going to evaluate that, like I said, I believe earlier in the week, stack by stack in terms of the practices. And we'll reevaluate that after Buffalo.
Is pass pro a trickier topic with somebody who?
It is because it's new. It's new to him. He doesn't have that experience doing that. So again, it's new, but I know he's stout. I know he's tough. So we'll see where it goes.
Is Odunze gonna get the first shot, returning punts this week?
We'll talk about that. I know you guys have seen 3 or 4 guys back there. We'll talk about exactly who's going to start that and then how many reps each guy gets. Same with the punters, how many reps we're going to get those guys. We'll talk about this afternoon.
And I know you always talk about good on good, and getting a chance to like measure the strength of the team. How do you weigh a defense that's down 5 starters today and some of the struggles that the first team offense had against them?
Yeah, like I said, we're always looking for continuity, and when you don't have everybody out there, and I'm sure that a lot of the teams are like this across the league. They're missing 2, 3 guys or whatever that might be, and it's opportunity for guys. But ideally, you want to have everybody out there working together. What's nice about it is that we do have walkthroughs. We do have those available guys. Some guys available for that 25 minutes or whatever it might be, or the long walkthrough at night. So at least they're working in continuity in terms of alignment, assignment, calls, working together in that slower pace, of course, but at least we're getting that. And we're getting the conditioning, throughout practice. Those guys are on the side working with Salazar and Jimmy. Those guys are doing a wonderful job getting those guys in terms of conditioning throughout practice to help them stay at the levels they need to.
Man, it looked like Nate Davis was ramping up a couple days ago. He hasn't practiced since. Did he suffer a setback,
Who's that?
Nate Davis?
Yeah, he came back. We had him back in there, right? It was individual, and that was some reps, and then he felt it again, So he's dealing with some soft tissue stuff, and so we had to bring him back down and take him out. So again, we'll start that process over, and we'll see where it goes.
I don't think we've seen Patrick.
I'm sorry, do you see this more like a week-to-week deal now instead of day-to-day, or what's kind of the track?
Yeah, I think it's listed week to week. We'll see where it goes, but again, we're always checking it up on him day to day.
I don't think we've seen Patrick Scales all week.
Yeah. Yeah, so Patrick has is dealing with a little bit of soft tissue stuff in his back area, so he's working through that right now, and he's on track.
How did you enjoy being one of the stars of HBO Hard Knocks?
Yeah, just like I said on the onset of having Hard Knocks or whatever it might be, just be authentic, be yourself, and go about your business. And our business is getting ready for the first game, so that's where it is. I thought it came out nice. Of course, I was in on some of the editing of it with Ted. I want to give a shout out to Ted Cruz. He did a wonderful job. He was here late into the evening doing that, so for the show and working with Hard Knocks, but he did a good job.
What's it like seeing your family on there?
It's always weird when you see yourself on camera, right? Hear yourself talk. It's like even when you watch a presser, it's like, man, sounds funny. You guys know, but whatever. All right.